Welcome back to my journey to reaching $10,000 worth of trading card value. In this video, I placed an order with $1 sports cards, and let me tell you, I placed a big order, okay? This is a front and back, by the way. I placed an order of several hundred cards. A lot of these, they had a deal going on. A lot of cards were discounted to 50 cents, and if you bought 4 50-cent cards, if you bought 2, you got 2 free. So every 4 50-cent cards you got were basically $1. So it's basically 25 cents. Another order that we're going to, and I'll do this towards the end, that we'll start breaking down, is I bought an order of 4,000 bulk cards for like $70. From what I read online, you're probably not getting your value back. They kind of called it lower value stuff, but I pulled 100 cards out of there. We'll do 100 each sports card episode and just see what we can get. But anyways, without further ado, let's just get right into this. These come from $1sportscards.com. I went ahead and just bought out basically one of everything that they had in that 50-cent bin. I have no idea if I'm gonna find anything valuable. There's well over 200 cards here, so what I'm gonna end up doing, because I spent a good bit of money, what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna flash on the screen how much money I spent, how many cards I got, rather than what I normally do where I go card by card. But anyways, they gave me a sticker. That's fun. So opening up, whoopsie. Looks like we're starting with a Mickey Mantle, right? This is a Mick. I wanna say, yeah, unless I'm missing something. So I'm gonna go through this relatively quick. I mean, we've got some good cards here. We got a mini card. Got some rookies here. What is this? Topps Finest Protector, Peel and Remove Coating. So it's still got the coating on it. Got a Lewis Hamilton. Got a couple Lewis Hamiltons, so we can add to our F1 collection. This is an autograph card with, so this was, I believe based on the listing, this was an autograph he did himself. This wasn't like that like Miner did himself. This wasn't like a card that was meant to be autographed. It was more like somebody got his autograph. Got a patched Joel Anthony card. Number to 25, rookie, Isaiah Livers. All right, and then he gave me 3 of these boxes. And these boxes, I did check, they all look like this, so let's just do it this way. There's so many cards here, man. This is gonna take forever to put into CollX. This is crazy. All right, so Reggie Wayne, Checklist Emmett, another Emmett, Shamar Stewart, Press Proof, rookie, CMC, Deuce McAllister. I'm just gonna kind of fire through a lot of these, because a lot of these I got because they were 25 cents, not because I thought like, oh, there's some good value here. Sometimes I'll go to value bins and I'll click on things. I'll look for very specific things like dollars. No, not $1 sports cards. Whatever it's called, the one that I've done in the past, the dollar box cards. Like for that, I've in the past focused on specific cards. Here, I think the first time I go through a value bin, I just kind of click around and just almost take one of everything, basically. Because a lot of these, there were multiples, and I just clicked one instead of getting multiple. Even the ones that I thought like, oh, there might be some good value in here. At least I think I only clicked one of everything. There might be a duplicate or 2 in here, but I didn't mean for there to be. It's also possible that the wrong card got pulled, honestly. Not to put any blame on the guy who runs the site. It's just I placed an order of 200. He did check things off as they got added to the cart, evidently based on the check mark on each of the items listed in the invoice, but hold on, I thought we could pick all those up, but evidently not. I do appreciate that they're all sleeved. Sometimes when you place an order this big, they just kind of drop them in and almost tell you, like, yeah, figure it out. And one thing I do like is a lot of base, but I mean, a lot of the base are Hall of Famers. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of Eric Dickerson, Antonio Gates, Brian Dawkins, like gold jacket guys. I know they're not worth a ton, and I know they're not, you know, signed or rookies. I know they're recent cards from guys that played decades ago, but could be worse, you know. A lot of Eric Dickerson. Oh, okay. You're welcome. Little thank you note. I don't remember what I paid exactly for all of this, but I know it was a good bit. It was, I want to say, well over $100. I can barely fit them all in my hand. That's crazy. Let me get these junk packs out of the way. We'll open those in a minute. All right. So now I got some basketball. There were a lot of basketball on this site. If you like collecting basketball cards, it's a good site. Especially if you just want to like fill out a collection with some base. I mean, there's some other, you know, there's some inserts, but the thing with basketball is there's a lot of cards that are kind of, I don't want to say not valuable, but there's a lot of like no-name kind of guys. But I mean, I got a lot of these, you know, star level cards for 25 cents. So kind of hard to argue with that, you know. Saban Lee, not exactly the same as a Kyrie Irving, but still pretty good, you know. But yeah, as any pop-up that are valuable, I'll probably flash those prices on the screen, but honestly, I'm not really, I don't have my hopes up, we'll say. I trust that anybody running a site as big as $1sportscards.com is adequately pricing things, you know what I mean? A big part of this order is because I don't have a lot of basketball cards, and I did notice on their site they have a good bit of basketball cards, and so I just figure this is a good way to build out the collection. I do appreciate that I don't have to sleeve them up again, just to reiterate that. A lot of Kawhi in this order, I've noticed. Kawhi and Dame are like the two main stars that we seem to be getting a lot of. They've switched teams since, you know, the cards that we got, so that could be part of it. It's the old teams. Same thing with Kyrie. This was a big order, you guys. This was a few hundred cards. And I know the value on CollX is going to be much higher than what we paid, just because that's how CollX seems to go when it comes to price tracking, especially for value bin cards. But look at all those Chris Paul, man. Oh, I like that one. That's pretty cool. That was 25 cents. That's a pretty good deal. Theo Maledon rookie insert. I mean, is Theo Maledon really the biggest name? No, not exactly, but still pretty cool. It's a good insert for 25 cents. Even if his cards never go for more than 25 cents. Happy to be a part of it. There's 2 cards stuck there. Yep. Clyde. A 92 Clyde. Love that. An issue I've noticed with CollX is that there are sometimes where a base card will get a price added to it for a signed card or for like an image variant or whatever, and it'll get counted towards the base, and that will inflate the price. I have noticed the inverse for some of my signed cards is they'll just put a base card in there. But they usually do it based on the median price, not based on average or most recent or whatever, so that does help, I hope. Try not to face reveal here or self-dox, but it's tough because the prism cards are shiny. They show my face pretty clear. A lot of Brandon Boston, apparently. Whoever had these cards clearly had some sort of hope for Brandon Boston. Jaw insert, nice. Okay, Skylar Mays rookie flux, nice. Obviously, like, none of these are super valuable. I mean, like I said, we paid 25 cents for pretty much all of them, but kind of rapid firing some of these. Cards also look to be in good shape. I mean, I don't know that there's any necessarily that I'd want to get graded, but okay, we're back to football. Nice. Okay, I thought there might be one stuck together there. It is going to take a while to sort these, I'll tell you that much. That is not going to be the most fun, but I do enjoy it. It is kind of like a meditative thing, so actually I will enjoy it. All right, here are the last few cards. Asante Samuel Jr. rookie, I like that. All right, so that is from $1 sports cards. If you use that promo code, you save 10% off. It's good to know for future reference because we might come back. Okay, now let's fire through. I pulled 100 cards. This is from 94 Upper Deck. Basically what we're looking for a rookie Jeter, we're looking for a rookie A-Rod, we're looking for a rookie Michael Jordan. We are looking for Ken Griffey. My guess is, based on the eBay listing that I found online, and based on the reviews of it, we will not be getting any of those. But I just pulled 100 random, and we're just going to do that every episode. We're just going to pull 100 random. So we're going to see, I mean, a lot of these were ordered, which tells me that somebody went through and basically skimmed for value. So another one, or another area where I'm not going to be, I mean, we did get 2 Mark McGuire in here, right? 2, or is there? Yeah, so 2 Mark McGuire, so maybe those are going for some. I doubt it. I mean, we're in the junk wax era here with 94 Upper Deck. We're at the very end of the junk wax era, but we are in the junk wax era for sure, which I'm expecting a lot of this to be junk wax. I mean, they sold for $71 or something like that. 4,000 trading cards. I'm expecting them to all be base. I'm expecting them to not be super valuable. Glenn Allen Hill, not exactly the Jeter card we're looking for. I mean, complete sets are only going for like $30 online. So we got to start moving through these. Did get some Jamie Moyer. He played in every era, junk wax era. Got a Bernie Williams, nice. It's not nothing. He was a name. People liked him back in the day. I mean, if we could get a Griffey, that'd be great. I do not have my hopes up for that, unfortunately. But these were all like ordered. So these are all going to be 94 upper deck that we're building a collection of, basically. Of course, there's going to be a few high value ones, like I mentioned, like the Jeter, A-Rod, Griffey, MJ, that we're just not going to get, if I had to guess. Not that I'm trying to manifest that we didn't get it, but there's a Joe Girardi. There's a couple Joe Girardi. So I'm not trying to manifest that we don't get it. I'm just trying to be realistic here that, like, Rick Aguilera, his cards on sportscardstracking.com looked like they were worth something. I have no idea if on CollX they're worth anything. Because I believe that was an image variation that sold. And this was not. Okay, so you got Tom Glavine. I don't love the way these feel. I've never been a big fan of the way that the cards in the 90s feel. Like, there's just something about them that they just feel, I don't know. Wow, we got a lot of Kevin Stalker. That's crazy. Okay, some Joe Oliver. Nice. Devin White. I believe Derek Lee might have been a rookie in this as well. Not exactly the name that Jeter and A-Rod are, but still, there are presumably people that collect Derek Lee for sure. I mean, it's not nothing. A couple Benji Gills, a couple Joe Olivers, Jeff Russell. So there's 100, the first 100 of 4,000 bulk cards that we'll go through. Weekly, we'll just do another 100, or every other week, I guess, as sports cards are every other week on this channel. We'll go through and take care of that. So anyways, that is this video. I will go ahead, flash on the screen the value of all of these, the $1 sports cards, and then what I paid, ROI, all of that stuff. And then here, I don't know, I guess I can show the value here. I'm gonna guess there's maybe one or two that are worth like 50 cents to $1, but generally speaking, I'm not expecting to get my money back there. I don't have very high hopes for this eBay listing, but anyways, without further ado, I will let everybody go and I will see everybody in the next video.